Hi everybody, Bismarck City Commissioner Josh Askvig here with the March 13th, 2012 update. Let me first apologize. It's been a while since I've given a good update here on video, and it's been a busy time in my life and my family. As many of you know, Crystal and I are expecting our second child come May, and so I've been trying to spend as much time as possible with Mikhail and Crystal and remembering the days that we're just three of us, because very shortly we're going to be a family of four. And with the beautiful weather last night, hope you don't mind that I'm doing the update a day later, but still here. And I plan to continue doing this. Hope you continue to watch, and please let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about more on these or listen. Quick recap of last night's meeting, and I think it really encapsulates a lot of what's been happening in Bismarck. The Bismarck BMDA Development Association, during our regular agenda, gave an update about what's happening from their perspective, what they've been seeing, and I really took two things out of it. They talked a lot about labor and the fact that our labor force is continuing to be in high demand, but also continuing to see niches where we can continue to develop our labor force and provide good, hardworking North Dakotans that we all are for those businesses that are growing, moving here, and continuing to expand and create new niches. I think Bismarck's well placed with Bismarck State College, Rasmussen, obviously, UTTC, and the University of Mary to hopefully structure and meet those needs, and I continue to look forward to the cooperative efforts between at least Bismarck State College, United Tribes, and Mary, and hope that that will continue. The other part that I found most intriguing was land. Brian Ritter from the BMDA and Russ Steiger both mentioned that land is becoming more and more in demand. Developers looking for parcels to purchase, to develop, and convert into better uses and continue to make Bismarck a great place to live, work, and play, and hopefully foster new employers, new businesses here in the community. I think it just shows the need, as we've been talking about the Bismarck Strategic Plan, for an update of the Growth Master Plan, and I think in the near future we'll see some efforts to do that. The second big agenda item that I took out of last night's meeting was that we continue to be vigilant about protecting in the short term, but also in the long term on flooding. Last night, the Bismarck City Commission approved to apply for a a state grant application. It's the, give me one second here, the Flood Impacted Political Subdivisions Infrastructure Grant from the state of North Dakota that was part of the special session. That there's about $30 million statewide to apply. Bismarck is applying. The city as a proper. We're going in with the county, the park district as well, to be cooperative. And the city projects total about $2 million in state funding. If we were approved for those, we'd obviously need to find city resources to match those. It's a 50-50 match. And so the four projects that the city is applying, and they were the top four in the combined grant between the county, the city, and the park district. And I really want to commend Keith Hunke, Bill Woken, for working with our partners in the county and in the park district and the school district to make sure that we have a comprehensive, coordinated effort as we go forward. The four projects that the city is actively engaged in, and the priorities 1, 2, 3, and 4 were the Tavis Road gate structure. Right now we have a pumping gate on the Washington Street north-south. There's a gate that we can close if the river water backs up. We're proposing to move that out to Tavis Road, again in coordination with our partners in the county. Gives us some more space for stormwater if there are high river levels. It just makes a lot more sense to have it out a little bit farther away. It also helps ease any traffic congestion. As many of you know who lived on the south side, we had some big issues with traffic during the flood, and so hopefully that, if we get approved for that, that's about a $2.3 million project total. We'd need to find about $1.2 million from the city. The second one is the Riverwood Drive grade raise. This is probably the most critical, in my opinion, piece that we can do in terms of maintaining access to Southport and Fox Island, as we obviously have city limits out there, and we need to continue to provide access. And I know that was difficult during this year's flood situation, and hopefully providing a grade raise there would help at least alleviate some of that, as well as it's one of the most critical juncture points for where the river were to come if there were overland flooding. into the city of Bismarck. And so that was the second one. The third one was Mills Avenue grade raise. Again, that's where Riverwood Drive turns and goes out onto Fox Island. I think that's, again, an important project. We're working very closely with the county there to make sure we provide as much access as we can. And then the last one that we don't think a lot about are the stormwater outfall gates. We learned this one very well this year at Kiwanis Park and other places, that where we have stormwater outfalls that fall into the river, putting gates in there that we can close and open as need be with high flows, low flows, to let stormwater go out without having to dump concrete in them and things of that like. And so all told, it would be about $2 million in a grant, at least for the city's portion of it, if we were approved. And the city would have to find $2 million. As part of that motion, we asked Commissioner Grossman and the Budget Committee to put together some ideas, if we were funded, where that funding would come from. And so looking forward to hopefully seeing those grants come to fruition and move forward there. The last thing that I found really exciting last night was the NPCC land sale. The Northern Plains Commerce Center, for the second meeting in a row, we've had an offer to purchase some property. We sold the property. Last meeting we sold it to Apple Creek Development. This meeting we sold another parcel of property to, well, I believe it's AL and DP Incorporated, who are about a 480,000 square foot strip down there that they're planning to develop and obviously use a rail spur and rail service. And so I think this shows the continued interest in Bismarck, and that our economy is continuing to grow and diversify. And if you start to look at the map and start to put the parcels together down there, you really see there are really only one or two really usable chunks of land left down there. And the city has done, at least in the last 2 years, really its diligence to try and sell that land to those who want to develop it and help start up a business, run a business, and give back to the community of Bismarck. And so I'm proud to have supported all of those efforts and look forward to doing that. You can always find me at www.bismarck.org on my web form, or certainly search for me on Facebook. Search for Josh Askvig, Bismarck City Commission, or last but certainly not least, if you're on Twitter, at Josh Askvig. Thanks for listening, guys. If you have any feedback, please reach out to me. Look forward to hearing from you. Take care and have a great day.